Sticky. So in this video we are going to discuss about a JK flip-flop. So how we are going to design JK flip-flop using Verilog code, we are going to discuss in this video. So before going to that, you have to know the functional table and truth table of the JK flip-flop. So how we are written means, so JK present state next state. So JK present state next state. For 0 0 combination 0, it is no change state, means what are the values of q, it will be simply passed to the next state also. For 0 1, sorry, I am making mistake here, so 1 minute. So it is 0 1 combination, so 0 1 0 1. So here the value is like reset state, so 1 0 1 0, so it means 1 1 set state. So it is reset state, so it is set state. In the first one is the no change state, and the last one which is differ from the SR flip-flop, so it is a toggle condition, means 1 for 1 1 case our output is like toggle, means for 0 you get 1, for 1 you get 0. It is the toggle condition. So it is of the JK flip-flop functional table. So according to these functional table, you are going to design the JK flip-flop. So it is very simple, just look into that. So module followed by module name. So JKFF is our module name. You can write any module name if you want. So what are the inputs here? We have to clock. According to your clock, you are going to be assign values, means whenever the there is a two types of clocks. So one is positive edge clock, negative edge clock. So like that, according to the clock, we are going to activate the flip-flops. So reset means if the value of reset is 1, so your flip-flop is going to be initial state, means 0 state, means here all are will start from beginning. So we consider it as 0. So we make every inputs as 0. So next what we are going to do, what are the inputs of the JK flip-flop is J and K. So this is our J, this is the K, and it is our clock. So we have to give reset here or anywhere. So this is our Qn and Qn plus 1. So it is our JK flip-flop. So output Q means while you are going to use the always block or initial block, what are the variables you are going to use in the always or initial block? It should be a reg data type. So that's why we make output port as reg data type. If you don't mention reg, means it simply take a wide data type defaultly. So you want to make it as reg, so that's why you have to mention that it as a reg. So always at the rate, it is our sensitivity list. So this is our sensitivity list. So in that sensitivity list, what are the variables you are going to assign? So according to that variation in that particular variable, then only your code is going to be execute this particular block. If there is no change in the clock, then this block is not going to be executed. If there is a change in this clock, then it is going to be executed. So for every passage of clock, means for first time passage of clock, it is going to be executed. For negative of clock, it is not going to be executed. Again, the next passage clock, it is going to be executed. Like that. For every, always means every passage of clock, your always block is going to be executed. So next, if the reset, means if the reset value is equal to 1. So if your reset value equal to 1, so all the flip-flop values are going to be initial state, means Q value is going to be 0, means your values are going to be reset, means our output is 0. So else, if the reset value is not equal to 1, so what will happen? So else case. So else begin. So you have to use case when there is a multiple variables, you simply use the case block. So if you want, you can use if else also. Let's try about if else also. So if you got same answer itself, but you have to know what is the difference between the case and if else condition. So if you want to know about that, you can comment as if else or something. I make a video in if else statement. Sorry, I make a video by using if else statement also. So case JK. So here what you are going to do means, so for JK values, if the JK value is 0, here we can observe if the JK value is 0, means what is your next state? So what is the present value? It is going to be executed to the next state. So there is no change. So Q value is going to be assigned to the Q. So next, if the JK values are 0 1, so what will going to be assigned 0? So what are the values of the present state? It doesn't care. It simply our output is going to be 0, means Q value is equal to 0. Next, JK values is going to be 1. So what is your Q value? So your Q value is going to be 1. So it doesn't care about what is the present state. It simply give the next state as 1. So you can directly give as 1. So for 1 1 condition, it is going to be toggle, means if you give q as 0, it will be toggle as 1. So if you give 1, it will be toggle as 0. Toggle is nothing but inversion operation. So if you give 0, it will toggle to, means it will invert it to 1. So not operation like this. So we simply use now inversion of negotiation of q. We can use say any name. So default, if there is not these cases, means 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. These are not the cases. It may be 0x or 1x or 1x0 or something. If xx, what if it may be any combination except these four, so it will be going to be default case. So in default case, your values are going to be assigned as x. So end case, this case, what are the case we are using here? That keyword is end by end case, means this block is going to be complete by using this end case. So again, else block is begin here. So else block is end by using this end keyword. So again, always block begin, we have to end here. So module followed by lastly you have to end with end module. So whatever the block we are going to be start, you must should be end with some particular keyword. You start with some particular keyword and you have to end with particular keyword when there is a multiple statements in that particular block. So it is our test bench code. You are going to give some different values for your input combinations and verify your output is whether correct or not by using your functional table according to your waveforms. So see module jk underscore tb. So jk underscore tb is our module name in test bench. So reg, what are the reg? Clock, reset, jk. So our out means what are the inputs? It should be a reg data. Means why you are only mention inputs as reg. So why not while as the input, means we have to mention wire also, but why you are particularly mention reg means every time I say, so when there is a always block and initial block, so what are the variables you are going to assign? That should be a reg data type. So here you can see in initial block we are going to use clock, reset, j, k, those variables. So while you are going to use that variables, it should be reg data type. So that's why I mentioned it as a reg. So our outputs are q. That should be a y data type. So simply remember that inputs are must should be a reg data type and outputs are should be a y data type in a test bench. So next followed by instantiation. So what is instantiation? So you have to connect your design code with test bench code. So how you are going to connect? By using these lines. See, this is the line you are going to connect your design code with test bench code. So see, so first you have to write the design code module name. See what are the design code module name. You have to write these name. What if there is an underscore, you have simply mentioned same as the same module name how to write, and followed by dut. Dut is nothing but instance name, and followed by port list. So here port list is connected by order. If you want to know more about the port connections, if you know about that port connection by order or name, you can watch my previous video. So there is a separate explanation about these port connections. So it may be give more clarification. So this is a port connection by order, means what are the order in the design code, it should be followed by test bench code. You simply connect those clock to clock, reset to clock, like that. So you can go through that. If you know, just ignore it. So initial begin, in the initial begin you are going to give the different input combinations. So see, first we are going to give clock as 0. So your clock is equal to 0 and reset value is equal to 1. Means your reset value is 1. So what is your Q value? It simply take it as 0. So next you can give reset value is 0. Means your flip flop is going to be activate. Means according to your inputs. So JK value and again some delay, and you can change again JK values and again you have delay, and again it gives a different combination. After some delay you can stop the simulation. And always /5, this line is going to be toggle, means your clock is going to be changed for every particular period of time. So what is the period of time? Means 5 nanoseconds. For 5 nanoseconds I want to toggle my clock, means for first 5 nanoseconds my clock is equal to 0, because why I am going to take it as 0 means initially you give clock equal to 0, that means. So next 5 nanoseconds your clock is equal to 1. So for next 5 nanoseconds again your clock equal to 0, like that it is going to be toggle. That's why you use this always statement here. So these 4 lines is used to generate a waveform in EDA playground. So if you are doing any code in Vivado, so just ignore these 4 lines. So otherwise you can use it. And module end with end module. So this is our waveform. So initially see here. So initially you are going to give clock reset values, not JK values. So you don't give any JK values. So what it should be take? Y should cross, means unknown. So Y means, so default value of the reg data type is unknown. So that's why if you don't mention any input values, so it may be referred as reg data type. So that's why it defaultly consider it as unknown. So what are the red color? It should be a unknown symbol. It means what is the red color mentioned like this? So it means it is a unknown value. So unknown values, your Q value is going to be unknown. Mean why you are going to give q is equal to unknown? So I already said that. So here you can see, so for any combinations of jk except these four, so your output is going to be x. So that's why it should be x. We have another doubt, I think. So if your reset value is equal to 0, it doesn't care about jk values, but why it care about jk and q value is going to be x? So there is another reason. So when is your always block is going to be executed? Whenever there is a passage of clock, then only your always block is going to be executed. So before that it is not a passage of clock. That's why it takes default values, means unknown values. So after passage of clock only, our flip-flop or our design code recognize that reset value is equal to 0. So that's why our reset value is 0 at passage of clock. After passage of clock only it will recognize as reset equal to 0. Means your always block is going to be executed at particular this point. So that's why you can see here, after this passage of clock your output will going to be 0. Means reset equal to 1, your reset equal to 1 means your automatically your output equal to 0. So because of this project you have to understand, that's why I make test bench like this. You have to know this difference. So whenever there is a passage of clock, then only your flip-flop is going to be activated. Before that it takes as a unknown values. So next thing, there is another passage of clock here. So what are the values here? So j is equal to 0, k is equal to 0. So what is our output? Q. So what is the previous value? So it should be followed by next line also. If the q value is 1 here, so again this q value is followed to next state. But here is the q value is equal to 0, that should be followed by next state also. So again you have to see this here. So here the j value is equal to 1, and whereas k value is equal to 0. So for 1 0 our output should be q is equal to 1. So for k is equal to 0, q value is equal to 1. See here your q value is equal to 1. Like that we are going to cross check whether your output is correct or not. So if you get correct, it will fine. If you get any errors, let's try by using any ChatGPT like that. Then also you don't get answer. If you get answer also you don't understand. So simply comment on it what you are have doubts. So don't hesitate to ask anything. So I am ready to answer you for every single doubt also. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your continuous support, and then bye.